Welcome to the Home-Based Business Success Podcast. All right. Well, welcome once again to the Home-Based Business Success Podcast. This is Ralph of ralphshomebiz.com. And today what I want to do is address a little bit of a myth in sales that's been going around probably for generations. Because I know I heard it as a child back in the 1970s. And I have a feeling it goes back, much, much further than that. But the myth is salesmen are born, not made. And this is an important little bit of misinformation to correct, because I have a feeling that this little pearl of so-called wisdom has really stopped a lot of people from pursuing a career in sales, be it online sales, telephone sales, face-to-face sales. It has been used to discourage a great number of people, and unnecessarily so. Because the piece of wisdom is that great salesmen or great saleswomen, great salespeople in general, are born, not made. I was told as a child they have the gift of the gab. They really do know how to talk to people, and they're born that way. And this is just total hogwash. Utterly untrue from my experience. Yes, there are some people that do seem to have the gift of gab from an early age. They have good skills, good sales skills from an early age, and they seem to have been born with it. But they are not the only people that you see in the sales community. There's a lot of people that I myself have learned from in the sales community that were not born extroverts. They seem to have been born introverts, and they have worked to overcome that in order to become good salespeople. But a lot of people think that if I'm naturally an introvert, I am going to suck at sales. And a lot of people think that just because they tend to be more introverted than extroverted, that it's useless to try to learn how to become better salespeople. And face it, the idea of sales scares a lot of people away from the industry. Just that in and of itself. And it's sad because we're talking about an industry, the sales industry in any shape, form that you can imagine, is an industry in which a person can become very wealthy. It's a very lucrative industry once a person becomes knowledgeable in how to do sales, how to get good at doing sales. And it's a shame that so many people are being scared away from the world of sales because of people who say, good salespeople are born. They are not made. And this is absolutely false. In online sales, in affiliate sales, I have run across numerous people that say they were born introverts. They were not naturally born and gifted salespeople right from the start. They had to work at it. They had to train their minds at becoming a little bit more extroverted each and every day. I myself, I would rather be sitting under a tree doing meditation for 8 hours a day instead of getting out there in public, making videos, doing podcasts, doing social media posts, showing my face online in any capacity. I am one of those natural introverts. But I've learned to overcome that and start making videos, start doing podcasts, being active on social media, being active in groups. And what I've noticed is the more that I try to do this, the better I get at it. And there's a lot of very high-powered salespeople that share the same story. In our home business academy that I am a part of, we have one co-owner who is introverted as heck. And I mean, this guy, watching him on video sometimes can be a little bit of a chore because he's got brilliant content, but he is such an introvert that listening to him is kind of a chore. But once you kind of develop the inner discipline of listening to the pearls of wisdom that he has to share, you find out this guy is a walking gold mine. But when you first see him on video, when you first hear him on audio, it's like, man, you're just bored to tears almost. I shared a video of his once in which he was sharing a 4-step strategy for earning an extra $3,000 or more per month online. And I shared this with a guy who, I guess he couldn't get past the first minute or two of the presentation because of this guy's presentation style. And he wrote me back and he said, "Ralph, this is like watching paint dry." And he unsubscribed from my marketing list right after he sent me that email. And my response to him was, man, if you think watching him is like watching paint dry, you should try listening to him on audio. It's like listening to paint dry. But man, once you get beyond that and start listening to what this guy has to teach, you come to realize that this guy is a gold mine of information, useful information. And this man has built up an excellent online source of income. I mean, I don't know exactly how much he makes per year, but he's got to be a 7-figure income generator. And we have another lady in the same program, very much introverted, kind of shy acting, but I mean, she's got some amazing content online. But I mean, if you're looking to be entertained, if you're looking at somebody who's going to be, sharp, perky, entertaining all the time, and then you're faced with a person like this, it's like you really don't know if you want to listen to the person or not. But once you get a feeling for how valuable this information is, you really see the wisdom in learning from that person. And both of these people, as dull, as dry, as introverted, as boring as they can be, admittedly, they are top earners in the affiliate marketing industry. I would say they're top earners. They're definitely top earners in our home business academy program, and you would never know it. And this is the misconception, I think, the prejudice that a lot of people have, and the misconception that can really keep a lot of people away from affiliate marketing, online marketing, or any kind of sales in general, is that they think that you have to be like Billy Mays for OxyClean. I'm here for you. I'm going to teach you something really fantastic. Yeah, you got to be high energy and all that. I just scared my cat trying to do my best Billy Mays impression. But I mean, yeah, people think that you have to be high energy and just have a bubbling personality, and that's not the case. If you want to make it in sales, first thing you got to do is be yourself. Second thing you got to do is show up every day. Provide your content, show up on social media, talk to people about your business. And you can be the most dull, introverted, boring person on the face of the earth. But if you show up every day, you start talking to people, you keep talking to people, talk to about 10 people a day about your business, at least minimum, you're going to start making sales eventually. You will suck in the beginning. We all suck in the beginning when it comes to sales. But after you learn a few things, after you learn how to, just do it better and better each day. And once you start doing it each day, it'll start to feel more natural. You'll start to feel a little bit more at ease. And then your inner personality, your inner light will really begin to take off and shine. And you will find that you will start to make sales. But the trick is get over that misconception that you have to be a naturally born salesperson, an extrovert by nature, in order to make it in this industry. Because from what I have seen, from what I myself have experienced as an introvert who can pretty much spot other introverts out there in the online world of the internet, hardly any of the salespersons that I know in this industry were natural born extroverts. Most of us are naturally born introverts. And the idea of making sales and reaching out to strangers is something that just scared the heck out of a great many of us. But we learned through experience by getting out there and practicing, trial and error, as well as from reading and doing our motivational seminars and what have you, taking the trainings. We learned that we could do it. We learned that we could stop being an introvert for just an hour or two each day and learn how to be a little more extroverted each time we made contact with another person that might potentially have the need to buy our product, service, or opportunity. So, if people are discouraging you, saying that salespeople are born and not made, just know that that person probably does have your best interest at heart, but they're selling you a line of goods that is false. They're selling you on an idea that is, what can we say? Fake news, misinformation. It's just false. It's just wrong. Most of the salespeople that I've run across were not born. They had to learn. They had to get comfortable with the idea of pitching their product, of talking about their business to people. And they overcame that shyness. They learned how to overcome that sense of being strong introverts. And they learned how to become better salespeople. It's a daily process. And if you are faithful to the process of learning, if you really want to earn more money through the industry of sales in any capacity, know that you can do it. You don't have to be born with a special mark. You don't have to be a chosen one. You can just be yourself, learn how to get better at doing it, and then just keep right on doing it until you get so good at it that you start making sales. And then keep on doing it until you get so good at it that you start making consistent sales. And I know, again, I'm repeating myself, but two of our top earners in the Home Business Academy that I have been working with and learning from and being a part of for the past several months, they have got to be like 7-figure earners. I mean, one lady, she's got like 20 years experience in affiliate marketing and online sales. Another guy, he's got over 10 years experience, both introverted, both top earners in this program. Matter of fact, the guy I'm talking about is a co-owner of the program, and he's an admitted introvert, but he's learned how to overcome that just by getting out there online, making his videos, doing live streams. I don't think he does podcasts. That's my thing. I prefer doing podcasts to live streams. But I mean, he's generating sales. He's got a great income stream coming in, a recurring stream of income, because he was able to get over his hang-up of being an introvert and just pushed himself to be a little more extroverted each day. And I think, just a random thought that popped into my head just now, I think that for folks who are natural introverts, that's not a weakness with us. I think it can actually be a strength. Because going back to that example of that guy who just made a video that was packed with brilliant ideas, brilliant high-quality content, but he made it in such a way that it was boring for the average person to watch because he's such an introvert. Doesn't have that exciting, entertaining presentation style. But that is an advantage because you are naturally going to push away people who are not serious about learning. And you are going to naturally attract people who are serious. That one guy that wrote me saying, Ralph, this is like watching paint dry, and then canceled his subscription to, my newsletter. I have a feeling he was not serious about learning how to improve his life through online marketing. But I've had other people contact me saying that this is great information. How can I learn more? And naturally, I steer them into our Home Business Academy because that's where he teaches. And we've got two guys, co-owners. One, an introvert, boring as can be. The other, more of I'd say a natural extrovert, very entertaining to watch, very emotional. And it's like the difference between Captain Kirk and Mr. Spock. And they complement one another extremely well. If you want to be entertained, okay, we got Captain Kirk there. Who knows how to capture your attention through emotion? Who knows how to present himself in a very outstanding and entertaining way? And then we got Mr. Spock, who is, just all about the program, just all about logic, just all about the facts and the figures and how to get where you want to be. And you need both of those in life. You need somebody that's going to capture your imagination, spark your imagination. And then you need somebody to keep you grounded in just the facts. And I think we are blessed to have these two guys in the Home Business Academy. These two co-owners, they complement one another really well. So yeah, if you want to check out the Home Business Academy, go to my link. It's www.ralphshomebiz.com. We teach affiliate marketing, network marketing, online marketing, and we've got a compensation plan where you can be earning 80% recurring commissions by selling the program itself. And it's a fantastic opportunity. But don't think that we have only dull and boring Mr. Spock teaching the thing. We've got Spock and Kirk both, and our Captain Kirk is actually quite entertaining. But I mean, yeah, we got both. And both are top earners in the program. They should be because they're owners. And they created it from the ground up based on over 10 years of marketing experience. I think they both got to have about 15 years of marketing experience, just individually. And we got another lady, at least 20 years of marketing experience. And I mean, all three are just excellent trainers within this academy. So check it out if you want to. But even if you don't check out my link, what I want you to walk away from after listening to this podcast is you can be an introvert and be successful in sales. You can have a presentation style that is not very smooth, not very polished, that actually is kind of boring and sucky, and still be successful if you manage to show up every day. Be yourself. Don't try to be Willie Mays or Billy Mays or whatever his name was, Mr. OxyClean. Yeah, he had a great presentation style. He was fun to watch. He was fun to listen to. God rest his soul. But that's not the only way to be a good, effective salesperson. You can be yourself and make sales if you show up every day. Strive to learn, strive to do better, strive to keep showing up until the sales process just becomes second nature. And then you can start making sales of your own. So if you want to become a good salesperson, and some folks are telling you, you can't because you weren't born that way, that's a false bag of stolen goods, I would say. Because, yeah, you don't have to be born that way. You can train yourself to get over your shyness, your hang-ups, your introvertedness, and you can learn how to become a better salesperson, if nothing else, just by showing up every day and trying. And then if you want to take a few courses, you want to take a few masterminds, you want to learn a little bit more from third-party sources, we've got that too. So yeah, this is Ralph signing off. A good salesperson is made, not born. At least that's my experience. So if you're hearing just the opposite, don't let that deter you. Keep showing up, keep trying. Eventually, you can get there. This is Ralph signing off. Thanks for dropping by. We'll catch you in the next edition of the Home-Based Business Success Podcast. Until then, take care.